Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our continuous sessions on DevOps Prerequisites. We've already covered the Linux commands in our previous class, which is available on this channel. In this class, we'll learn few more Linux commands, and then we will try to set up our virtual machine or laptop. Let us now look at some more Linux command that will help you get through this course. We will start with the user accounts to know which user you are running on. The whoami command in this case, it says you are ZV3MY user, and then ID. That command gives you more information about the user, such as user ID, which happens to be 501, and then which groups that user is a part of. If you want to switch from one user to another, you may use the SU command. SU stand for switch user, and then you can probably give the IP address to where you want to move to. Then you'll be prompted for a password. Moving on, let us say if you want to access the root directory, you might not be able to, because then you'll have to have that privileges. You can probably go and have a read-only access to the slash folder and see the user, the systems, and the directories. You might not be able to perform the commands because you are a regular user. You might get cannot open directory /root or permission denied. PWD gives you print working directory, so wherever you are standing, it will print where you are. You can see there are some users I have created here. So when I'm trying to switch user, it is prompting me to put a password. Or let us say you don't have the password, it will simply tell you sorry. So installing services on the system or viewing certain paths such as the root directory, root user can make that possible for a regular user by granting them sudo privileges by making an entry into the etc sudoers file. So that is a privileged user which can give you root privileges. When a regular user is granted sudo privilege, they can now elevate their permission level and perform tasks. When you are trying to get some files, there are certain commands which can help you do that. For example, curl, give the full path of the file name, and then you will be able to let's say download files. -o is the option you should be using, and the proper extension as well. Similarly, you can use the wget command, give the full path again, .txt extension as well, then -o, and then you'll have to give the local file name as well, so that you want it to store locally as that file. This is basically done to get the files. And if you want to look at the releases which you have, you can go to the etc folder and look at the releases. You can probably grep release or simply say ls etc release star. You'll probably get what releases you are on. Moving on, let's have a look at some more basic commands before we set up our virtual machine. du is for list usage for each subdirectory and its contents. du-sh folder gives you a human readable output of all the files in a directory, and when you do du-s, it displays an entry into each specified file. When you try to give du-s, it lists files and folders totaling the size including the subfolder. You can replace sk star with sm star to list directories in MB. Obviously, you have to give permissions on Mac if you are trying that. Also, let us say when you are trying to give du-sk, you can replace sk to sm to list files in that directories in MB. Now let's quickly move to df. Df-h calculates your system's free disk space, and df-H calculates the free disk space in powers of 1000 as opposed to 1024. So these are some of the basic commands you'll probably see or use on regular day-to-day basis when you need to check list usage or spaces. So then moving on to processes, PS gives you output of currently running processes. Show probably processes from all the users, and X shows processes that are not connected to the terminal. PUPS-AX, it also shows its own process which is running. Top displays live information about currently running processes. You can do top -O or top -O CPU, or you can also use it to kill the processes because you'll get the PID. Now moving on to ping. If you ping a host, it displays its status, and when you do a whois to a domain, it outputs who is information for that particular domain. So I think we are ready now to set up our virtual environment. To set up our virtual environment, go to virtualbox.org. Virtualbox.org will give you options to download various sorts of software. One is VirtualBox, another one is VMware. You can choose from any of the flavors you want to play with this VirtualBox. You'll get the VirtualBox images. Go to the top, close the ads obviously, go down and choose what you want to install. You'll probably have images for every flavor. If you are a CentOS fan, you can download that. If you are a Linux fan or a Ubuntu fan, you can download that as well from the website called as osboxes.org. Let's go to osboxes.org and try to download our favorite images. I prefer working with CentOS, but for this demo I'll probably install a smaller Ubuntu image so that we are able to run our virtual boxes and do some networking on that as well. As soon as our virtual box is installed, we will install image, VDI image for, let us say, Ubuntu or let us say CentOS or Fedora or whatever you feel or you are comfortable with. As soon as this is done, go to your virtual box software, or if you want to install a separate version or separate package for Windows or Linux. Right now for this example I have installed it for OX. I'm right now playing in Mac. As soon as you click it, you'll get image for that. This is how the VirtualBox software looks like. We have a box test 2 environment running, but if you want to set up from scratch, what you can do is go to new and then upload the VDI which you might have installed from osboxes.org, which might be CentOS or Ubuntu or whatever you have downloaded from. Or you can import or you can export. For example, I can export this test2, save it as a VDI, and then get it uploaded on a separate machine as well. As I said, we wanted to go to osboxes.org and then install one of our favorite images. In the previous window I showed you that I am going to install a very small sized image for this session. um, maybe Linux Lite or Ubuntu, which is the smallest. As soon as you click it, you'll probably get to this page, and you can start getting installed. In the info, you'll get the username and password for your boxes as well. So what we can do is we can quickly download this. I'll pause the video for a while, as it will take around a few seconds to download. Now, as soon as it is installed, let's try to import it on our box. So let's go and go to tools, go to import, and it says you might have a file you want to import, or you can probably go to and create a new environment. Tell them that it is Linux, Oracle 64-bit. Click continue. Now you can change the settings after your applications or your environment is running as well, so you don't worry about it. But yes, most important is use an existing VDI. We have downloaded Ubuntu Mate 14.04. I have stored it in my system, but let us say you downloaded from CentOS from OS boxes. You can add that, and then wherever you have stored it in your box or your laptop, and then you can start playing around with that. Before we power on our machine, you'll probably want to go to settings and change, let us say, what according to you serves best for your machine. For example, we can upgrade our processors to CPU. As soon as you do that, you can probably start with a normal or a headless start. As we have done a headless start, it will probably ask you for a password in a prompt. As I said, the password is osboxes.org. It showcases you the time. So yes, we are in our virtual machine now. But before we close down this session, I would like to tell you that if you want to SSH from a local box to this machine, you can do that by opening the port 22, as it is our SSH port. Go back to our VM VirtualBox and click settings. In that settings, go to adapter settings and then go to port forwarding. As soon as you go to port forwarding, you will be able to log in via SSH to this local IP address, which is 127.0.0.1. As I said, go to your virtual machine and then add a rule. Let me show you that from the start. This is your virtual machine which is running. Click the settings, then click the network. As you see, go to advanced, click port forwarding, add a rule, name it whatever, rule number 1 to whatever. Give the host port as 2222 and guest port as 22, and then you will be able to SSH to 127.0.0.1 into this system. So that brings us to the end of this session. I hope you've enjoyed this session, and looking forward to our next DevOps sessions. Thank you so much. Do like and subscribe to the channel, and if you like it, please tell us in the comment sections what topic we might have missed, so that we can add that topic in our next classes. We have covered Linux, we covered some sort of networking, we have covered creating and working with our virtual machine from our local laptop. Please let us know in the comment section if we have missed anything. We'll surely include that in our next video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much. Bye.